retro gamers, welcome back to the Man Cave. I'm Ant Harper, aka Retro Games Collector, and I've got one massive mega monster motherload of stuff to show you today. Mainly because I haven't done a video for a heck of a long time again. January I think was my last video. Nothing if I'm not consistent. Yeah, I'm probably running at about one every 6 months at the moment. With all the best intentions in the world of actually doing lots of videos, I'm doing very few. Sorry about that. But here I am. Lots and lots of stuff's happened since I last saw you lot, or you last saw me, shall I say. A games fair of our own we ran earlier in the year. That was successful, the Black Country Games Fair. Details down below. We've got another one coming up in October. I've done Birmingham and Doncaster, and we've had a brilliant revival event not too long ago, a couple of weeks ago. That was amazing. Brilliant to see lots and lots of you. I had quite a few people come up to me during revival, actually. Quite interesting. They were saying to me, I know your face, didn't you used to do videos? I say, well, I do still do videos occasionally. They said, oh, you didn't seem to be doing many of them, so we stopped watching you, but apparently they enjoyed watching my videos back in the day. So here I am. Hopefully I can finally get round to doing a few more. It'd be good to do a few from the shop, I think, from Hidden Chest. I've been toying with the idea of actually doing the videos from in the store instead of in the games cave. You tell me what you think of that, or whether you think that might be a good idea. Anyway, I have got a monster load of stuff to show you. Not because I've been buying more than usual or anything. It's literally just the time that's lapsed since the last pickups video, basically. It's been so long. I've got a lot of stuff to show you. So, without further ado, what do I start with? I'll start with my ZX81 stuff, because I always start with ZX81 stuff, don't I? So, not necessarily the best stuff, but, you know, the stuff I like. Majorly boring stuff to start with. Budgeter. Timex Sinclair 1000 title from the US. Sealed. Most of this stuff comes sealed for some reason. I know I've got no intention of ever opening it, because I've got no intention of ever putting a budgeting program on my ZX81. So, but yeah, it's a nice thing to have. I've got a big pile of those now. I think I've got something like 20 of them now in the collection of these. I don't know how many were made. I keep finding ones that I haven't got. So that's the Budgeter. Timex Sinclair 1000. Microgen chest, believe it or not, I hadn't actually got that in my ZX81 collection. So that's nice. It's a nice early chest title by Microgen. In the original sort of orange and blue inlay. Nice. Like that. This I've been after for like 42 years, is it? Something like that. Tomb of Dracula. I saw the adverts for this back in the day. In every magazine that I ever had, all the Sinclair magazines and all the other sort of programming magazines that I used to have. And this advert would be in the back, front, whatever. Usually quite small advert, but I don't know what it was about it. It just made me want to have it, that advert, and I never actually got round to getting it. Clearly didn't want it that much, did I? But yeah, Tomb of Dracula by Felix Software, I might say. Felix Software, yeah. So that's Tomb of Dracula. Finally got one of those. So that's going in the collection. Probably pride of place, seeing as I wanted it for 40 odd years, so I'll probably put that on display somewhere. This one I got off Stu, 2T UK. Well, I didn't get it off him, he gave it me, which is very, very kind of him. It's another one for the TS1000, which is the US version of the ZX81. 16K game called the Solar System. So I think it's learn about the deep mysteries of space, travel by way of knowledge to the far reaches of our solar system using this program as a guide to the planets. So it's just like a little educational program there. But that's quite nice. I've not seen that one ever before, so it's a nice one to add to the collection. I like the unusual stuff. And as usual, Chronosoft logo about here somewhere. Chronosoft alert. I always have a bunch of Chronosoft to show you. But I've been catching up with the collection, all bits and bobs that I haven't got. I went and bought in a bulk load. I also sell Chronosoft in the shop now, so check out the hidden chest. We are the only physical stockists of Chronosoft titles now, so come in the shop and have a browse. The 8-Bit Wars by the late great Andy Remick. Well, it wasn't by it. This one's actually by Dr. Beep, but it was released with his 8-Bit Wars video, basically, as a Kickstarter perk, I think, but it was also available to buy afterwards. So I've got that, the 8-Bit Wars for the Sinclair ZX81. I think it was also released for the ZX Spectrum, if I believe correctly. Amiga Phoenix for the ZX81. Another Chronosoft title. I love the funky coloured tapes. And this looks like a Phoenix clone. Yeah, just a Omega Phoenix is just a Phoenix clone for the ZX81. That supports chroma and looks absolutely fantastic in colour. Terra 81, another nice blue tape on that one. Not sure what type of game that one is, but haven't played any of these yet. Wish I had time. Lunari's Insanium. Again, not quite sure what type of game it is. Puzzle game, maybe. Jonathan Caldwell, that one. Do you believe that one's Jonathan Caldwell as well? Oh no, that's from Maurizio Iannuzzelli. Yeah. A lot of double letters in that name. Two double N, a double N, double Z and double N. Maurizio Iannuzzelli. Yeah, that one's good old Jonathan Caldwell, who's still knocking them out for the ZX81. Shrooms. Bob Smith game. You know that's going to be quality, don't you, if it's a Bob Smith game. We have Swirlpool. This one's by Jonathan Caldwell again. As I say, I haven't played any of these, so I haven't got a clue what they entail, what they are. Dungeons of Z. This one's Naranjito Games. But I mean, aren't they great, these? You know, done in this original style of ZX81 Sinclair brandy titles. I think they look fantastic. So all that big pile there, it's going to be added. Oops, knocking the things on the floor. Going to be added to the collection. A nice big chunk to add. I've got about 450 ZX81 titles now. Some of them uber rare. Even knows what my ZX81 collection's worth now. It's got to be worth a fair bit now, I would imagine. ZX81 stuff has gone ballistic recently, absolutely ballistic. And they are worth a mega amount of money now. I think I showed you the soft sync games that I got in my last video. I hope I did anyway. If not, there they are. And these things go for like stupid money. They're like 100 odd quid each. These sealed. I don't know who buys them, but people are buying them on eBay. 100 odd quid each. And I mean, I didn't pay that for all of them. and I wouldn't pay £100 each for these, but you know, that's what people are paying for Z81 stuff now. It's gone ballistic for whatever reason. It is a very expensive game to be in at the moment. Now, do I do a bit of hardware, or do I carry on with the software? Because I've got a lot to get through. I'm going to do a bit of hardware. I've actually come into possession of a couple of Atari 800 XLs. As you know, I collect full Atari. One of these was boxed, this one, and the other one was loose. But the thing about these two Atari 800 XLs is they were owned by the late great Archer McLean, author of such titles as Drop Zone, as you will know, and IK Plus. Yeah, so these were actually owned by Archer himself. How much work he did on these actual machines, I haven't got a clue, but the provenance is there, and I am so happy to to own some of his old machines. I mean, it'd be nice to think that he actually programmed some of his classics on using these actual machines. I don't know whether that's the case, or whether he just used these for testing or what, I don't know. You know, when he sort of got the carts back or the tapes back, whether he just used these for seeing whether it was what he expected it to be or what, I don't know. But here they are. I haven't yet opened them up. I need to open them up just to see if there's any mods been made or anything like that inside. But they both work. They're both perfectly working examples with different keyboards. Bizarrely, this one's like got stepped keys. The other one has got a flat keyboard. I don't know whether you can see that on camera. It's a bit difficult to see probably at the angle I've got them, but the keyboards are entirely different on them. The printed legends are different, and the way the keyboard is sort of stepped on this one and flat on this one, it makes them completely different. Very interesting. I didn't really realise there was any hardware variants on the 800XL, but there is. Also, the LEDs are different colours. The power on LEDs are different. Apart from that, I think they're pretty much the same. The ports are all in the same position, everything else. But yeah, keyboards are different, so that's an interesting thing that I've got two variant 800XLs in one hit. But for these to have been Archer's own machines is a bit of a treat and a bit of a honour for me to have them. And these will be pride of place in my Atari collection now. As I say, one was boxed. The box is a bit beaten up, but it was boxed. Both of them worked perfectly. Both of them came with power supplies, nothing else, just the computers and the power supplies, no manuals or anything like that. But I already had the manuals for the 800XL anyway, so there's no problem. While we are on the subject of hardware, I have been a naughty boy, I'm afraid. I am supposed to only be buying for Sinclair and Atari. I slipped up. And I bought this beautiful Sharp MZ700. The reason I bought this Sharp MZ700, I've got a bit of a penchant for Japanese computers, especially the ones that were designed in Britain, like the Einstein and the MZs. Little known fact, they were actually designed over here. We led the world at the time, and even the Japanese had their stuff designed over here, computer-wise. But so yeah, this Sharp MZ700 here, I bought it because it's in absolutely mint condition. It doesn't work, believe it or not. I think it's the power supply that's at fault. But I have got one of these already, which is rather yellowed. So I will be doing a case swap, I think. This was worth buying just for the fact that the keys are beautiful and white. The case is still its original colour, no yellowing whatsoever on it. It is absolutely beautiful. Not a mark on it. It's like literally brand. It looks brand new. It may be fixable. It may be a very, very simple fix. I'm looking at you here, Claire. Retro Repair Bear. Details down below. She'll fix anything. Maybe I could give it to Claire. I don't know. Don't know. I might just do the case swap and let Claire have the yellowed one with the broken interior, maybe, to have a look at. But yeah, there it is. It's absolutely beautiful. I love these. They're modular, so you could get a printer to fit in that space there if you wanted to. So you could have a printer, your tape deck and everything all built in. But yeah, a fantastic machine. Usually very, very robust. The first one I've ever come across that's broken. And bizarrely, it's the best condition one I've ever seen. And yet it doesn't work. Which leads me to believe it's probably just a cap problem in the PSU, maybe. I don't know. I'll have a look. It might be something really stupid and simple. I might be able to fix it myself. If not, it'll the broken interior, whichever case it ends up in, will be sent off to Claire, more than likely, to be fixed. But yeah, I broke the rules, I'm afraid, and I bought something that wasn't Sinclair or Atari or Vectrex. So that's another one that's sneaked in there, my Vectrex. And talking of which, I've banged on about Pytrex a lot on my Facebook page, and I managed to get hold of a Pytrex in a case. I've now got my original Pytrex up for sale in the shop if anybody's interested. Fantastic bit of kit, Pytrex. Actually, did I sell? No, wrong. I'm correcting myself here. I actually sold the Pytrex, sorry, for anybody who got excited then. Yes, I sold the Pytrex at the last event at Revival. I sold Pytrex, so it's gone. And that went to Scott Brand. Yeah, Sega Zombie, if nobody knows. So that went off to Sega Zombie, so he's got that. And now I've got this one in a case, which is nice. I did want one in a case. I don't like bare boards sticking out of the Vectrex. It's not very good. So yeah, I've got a new Pytrex in a case. I also treated myself to Spin Kart 2 from Binary Star Software. Cracking bit of kit. It is a little multi-cart. I'll just read out the games on there. It's got Hyper Chase, Pole Position, Rip-Off, Tour de France and Spinstrument, and they could all be played by plugging an Atari driving controller, not the paddles. Paddles won't work. It has to be like the single or driving controls, which are a little harder to get hold of. It needs to be a driving controller, and you can play the games using the rotary controller. Makes the games so much more fun. So yeah, that is a brilliant bit of kit. I highly recommend Spin Karts and Spin Kart 2. They are brilliant, and for the money, they're an absolute bargain. I think it's only like 20 quid posted. Absolutely brilliant. So very highly recommended. I'll put the details below for Binary Star Software. That's, I mean, yeah, cracking. I love stuff like that. They really are pushing the boundaries of what the Vectrex was ever designed to do at the moment. I had Armour Attack before, but it was the US version, and I much prefer the Euro UK versions of the boxes. So I upgraded to a proper, what I class as a proper Armour Attack for the UK. Complete, and as you can see, the box is in really nice condition. So very happy with that one. That one can go over there on the shelf later. Starhawk, even better box. I mean, this one is minty. One of the harder ones to get hold of, Starhawk, I've found. So I mean, I'm getting there now. I'm halfway through my collection. I've got 9 nice boxed titles now. I think there was 18 originally released. So there's Starhawk, and that's a really nice minty one. Again, complete. All these off eBay for very little money, to be honest. There are some real bargains for the Vectrex on eBay at the moment. And rip-off. Another one, it's a decent box, I'd say. Nice condition. Again, complete. With original constructions, envelope and inners. So, envelope with the overlay. Often the overlays come loose in there and they haven't got their original envelopes. All these 3 have got their original envelopes, so they're absolutely complete. Really chuffed to keep collecting for the Vectrex. The Vectrex is a lovely machine. It's so unique in gaming. Nothing else has ever been made like it. And I think if I had to sell everything, I think the Vectrex might be one of the last things I ever sell. I'd even sell my Spectrums and that before I sold my Vectrex. Obviously I wouldn't sell my original Spectrum or my original ZX81, but everything else could go. Yeah, another nice 3 to add to the collection there. When I said Atari and I said Sinclair, I may have broken the rules again. What I mean by Atari, I'm moving the goalposts here a little bit, is that era basically. So I will collect for the ColecoVision and I will collect for the Intellivision as well. Because I class them as all the same sort of era and the same sort of stuff. So, like, cartridge-based stuff from that era, I will collect. And I've had a bit of a blowout on ColecoVision stuff, to be honest. So I love the ColecoVision; it's a fantastic machine. And I went a bit mad, and I bought a big job lot. So I'll start from this end. Decathlon. That's an Activision game. Just the cart. These are all loose carts, nothing else. No boxes or anything like that. So Decathlon, which is a nice purchase. What I'd not heard of before having it is Blockade Runner. I didn't realise. I'd heard of the game Blockade Runner, but I didn't realise it'd been released for ColecoVision. It's an unusual cartridge. It's got a nice handle on it to pull the push in and out. Quite nicely designed. A classic Miner 2049er. That's by Microfun in this instance for the ColecoVision. Frantic Freddy, which I haven't played actually. Use this with a keypad controller, apparently. Yeah, Frantic Freddy, Spectra Video. Another Spectra Video game here, Super Cross Force. Again, I have not played this one, I have no idea. A rather beat up Q*bert. But I'm not really bothered because I just want to play these, so it's not a problem for me that the label's a bit ripped. They always do rip on these. In fact, there's a good example here of another one that's going exactly the same way. For some reason, the Parker Brothers cartridges of the Atari, Intellivision, and ColecoVision, as it happens, they tend to rip on this edge here. They wear and rip. so you end up losing the end of the label often. So I've got Popeye, Qbert, Parker Brothers games. You know you've got a quality game when the Parker Brothers game. That Qbert is going to be mint. I can't wait to play that. And Popeye, brilliant game. That's going to be cracking on the ColecoVision too. Now I'm on to the actual ColecoVision games themselves. Actually, no, I'll do the ColecoVision stroke Adam games first. So I've got Mr. Do. Can't go wrong with a bit of Mr. Do, and that is very, very close to the arcade classic. I've got Brain Strainers. I have no idea. Not played that one yet. It looks good. Ignore the noise you might be able to hear in the background. The bzzz noise. That's my neighbour trimming his hedge. Fortune Builder. Every time I do a video, there's always something going on in the background. It's not that noisy here, but it is when I'm doing videos for some reason. Fortune Builder. Again, no idea. Need to put that one in and find out. Some of these are a bit difficult to get in this country. I haven't ever seen Rocky. Not Rocky, sorry. I haven't ever seen Brain Strainers. And I've never seen Fortune Builder in the wild in this country, ever. That's the first time ever. And this is why I got this job lot, because there's a lot of games here that I've not seen before. Here's another one, War Games, based on the actual film. So I'm looking forward to playing that one, because that's one of my favourite films of the era. Destructor. These are all ColecoVision stroke Adam games at the moment. We're going on to just the ColecoVision games in a minute. Obviously the Adam just had ColecoVision hardware in it, so they are exactly the same. All these would work on the Adam as well. It's just that these actually got the Adam branding on them. Destructor, no idea with that one either. Mousetrap, the good old classic. Hadn't got that for ColecoVision. Had got it for the 2600 and for Intellivision. Mousetrap. Time Pilot, classic. That's fantastic on the ColecoVision. Again, just like the arcade game. Really, really good. Space Fury. These are all good arcade classics. And that was what the ColecoVision was good at. Arcade ports. Frontline. I haven't played that one, so I haven't got a clue. But this is why I got this collection, because it got tons of stuff in that I hadn't seen for sale anywhere else. Rocky, based on the game, based on the film, sorry. The game of the film. And lastly but not leastly, Cosmic Avenger. Another arcade classic. So a massive addition to my ColecoVision collection. I've probably doubled my loose carts there. So quite happy to do that. I do love my my original sort of 70s stroke 80s software for those original three, what I class as the original three. I know there was the G7000, the video pack as well, which I also collect for, but I don't know. I don't tend to lump that in with the Intellivision, ColecoVision and the 2600. I think those were the main rivals. The G7000 was sort of like a bit on the periphery, really, sort of a bit of a quirk. Anyway, I'm going on to the thing that I love the most. Actually, first of all, I have managed to get another cartridge for it. Can you remember in one of my previous videos I showed you a load of empty XL XE boxes? I have been filling those boxes very slowly but surely, because these are really expensive and really hard to get hold of now, with loose carts, because they had the instructions in, but didn't they? All they were missing with the cartridges. And that's another one that I found. So that's tennis sorted. Chopper Command. I've already got Chopper Command, but I hadn't got the white label version. So now I have. Look at this beauty. Hero. I've got the I had the loose cartridge, hadn't got the box. I've now got the box and the picture cart to go with it. So that's nice. This one's interesting. It's got the Toys R Us sticker on it, and it has got a price of I do believe that says $18.99. $18.99. That would have been a lot of money back then, wouldn't it? Yeah, Hero, one of the best games for any of those early 3 consoles, in my opinion. This minor 20 and minor 2049er, two of my favourite games ever. Right, on to the rainbow boxes for the 2600. Hangman, that's a nice one to get in this condition. Bought this off Darren McGowan. He's basically selling his collection off. So I grabbed a few. So that one's a nice one to get, because that one's a bit more unusual, a bit harder to get hold of. Hangman, and I love the box graphics on that one. Brain Games. Boxed in really nice condition. Bowling, boxed in almost mint condition, I think that one. Really nice. A lot of these are early games as well. So this is a 1978 release. That was a 78 release. 78. 79 for backgammon. And you use the paddle controllers with that. Slot Racers. Again, nice condition. These are all complete. Home Run. I can pop all these straight in up on my shelf too, which is good. Right now, actually. Where's backgammon go, you reckon? Over here. Maybe. Try to get the rainbow right. Yep, right, we've got Hunt and Score, which is hard to get hold of, very difficult, and Concentration, which is the same game. I think, and I'm not sure, somebody correct me if I'm absolutely off the target here, Hunt and Score, was that changed to Concentration because of the name Hunt and Score? It gave the wrong connotations, maybe, the fact they got Hunt in the title. I'm not sure. All I know is that that one was the discontinued one, and it was released as Concentration. As you can see, the graphics, the box graphics are the same, just the colours changed and the name changed. I'm not sure. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. That was what I understood, was that the Hunt and Score, they didn't like the title of that one, so they changed it to Concentration. But these two are quite hard to get hold of. This one is especially difficult. The box isn't perfect on that one, but because it's so rare, I can forgive that. The box on the Concentration one, however, is very nice. Mere mint, I would say. So super happy for those. So get this one in the right place. And this pink one. And this one. filling up my my rainbow wall, or rainbow shelf, shall I say. Blackjack, nice condition. Again, one of the harder ones to get hold of, believe it or not, blackjack. He had a really nice collection, well, still has got a really nice collection, but Darren McGann had a really, really nice collection. 3D tic-tac-toe, hard one to get hold of in that sort of condition. Again, very, very nice condition, that one. And Skydiver, don't know where these are going to go. This one I got from, that's right, this one I got from Stu, 2T UK, way back at our event, Black Country, the Black Country Games Fair. Yeah, got that one off Stu. And we had a bit of a conversation about this. Skydiver, certain boxes or certain titles, their boxes are always beaten up, and other titles always seem to be quite good condition. One of the examples I used was Skydiver. You very rarely ever see a Skydiver box in really good condition. They always seem to be really beaten up whenever you find them, and I've no idea why that would be. It doesn't make any logical sense that certain titles would be battered and others wouldn't be, but it always seems to be the case that Skydiver, and there's a few others as well, that you never come across a good box for them. It was very, very difficult to come across a good box. This is the best box I've ever seen. It's not perfect, this one, but it's much better than the one I had before, which is now in the shop, I think. But yeah, that's a nice one for Skydiver. It's probably the best Skydiver box I've ever seen. So I got that one off 2T while I could. And that wraps it up, I think. I have run out of room on my shelf, so I'm going to pop that one in there, and there we have it. Our rainbow shelf is taking shape. In fact, I'm going to have to extend it around the corner because I've run out of room. Look at me getting them in colour order, it's ridiculous, isn't it? There you go, the rainbow wall. Behold the rainbow shelf. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I've probably bored you stiff with my pickups, but it's been great to do another video finally. Hopefully I will be doing more. I say that every time, and then 6 months later I'll come and say the same again. You never know, I might find some time over the summer to blitz you all with a load of interesting videos. Maybe not, we'll see. Anyway, until then, guys, like, subscribe, hit that notification button if you want to see more eventually from me, and I'll see you next time. In the meantime, keep it retro, guys.